like a Hellcat.
Okay, so I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm actually going to talk a little bit in this video. This lawn here is really close to my house, so I kind of like it because it's really easy to get to and easy to mow. We were in pretty decent drought with a lot of high temperatures, so the lawns were pretty well getting burnt up. So they haven't been striping real nice. This lawn here though, or this mowing here, is just after it rained for about 3 or 4 days, so everything started greening back up, so I could actually lay down some nice stripes, so I kind of enjoyed it, and it was definitely a little bit more fun to actually lay down some stripes that I haven't got to lay down for like a good month, to at least lay some decent stripes. Been kind of getting sick of rain and just wanted the grass to green up, and coming into fall here we finally got that, so be getting some decent stripes again. Yeah, only thing I hate about this yard is the trampoline. Trampolines. Hopefully you guys like these kind of real-time mowing videos. I don't know what you like better. I ask and kind of get mixed reviews, so I just kind of keep doing both of them. Real-time, sped up with music, sped up without music. So I figured I'd try talking over one here a little bit, and giving a little bit of commentary, and just going around doing the outside trim edging. This property I actually trim every other week, so I don't bring the trimmer with me every week, and it seems to be working out pretty good. This lawn is a little slower growing than most of my lawns. So this lawn, actually, this year I quoted this to do everything, so fertilize, aerate, roll, spray for weeds, so this is the first year that I actually got to put fertilizer on it all year. So it's definitely doing better. This side of the house here where their garage is, coming down this side, the neighbor here to the right side of the screen likes to come across and mow onto this person's property. So, and he mows at like 1 inch tall, so you can see the grass difference where he mows compared to where he doesn't mow. And when you get down here towards the sidewalk, it's pretty bad where you can tell he chewed up a lot of it. He likes to edge with a weed eater, and as you see how that results, and you can tell how poor the grass is here. And if you look up, you can see right about where he stops mowing and where I start mowing. But I'm actually about half a path back on his lawn, so this garden back here is actually right on the property line because I found the property markers. So yeah, this is little strawberries or blackberries or something they had planted in here. It's a small lot. It's 0.16 of an acre. So it's nice, simple, small, easy to do. Trampoline. These cedar trees here on the side used to be way down, but they finally cut them up higher, which looks a lot nicer, I think. Flower bed looks pretty nice. Could use a couple more rocks coming down the side. But overall, it's a nice, simple yard. This is a vacant lot next to him. That one would be a fun one to mow. Getting lined up, so I get a straight line down the side. This side I care a little bit more about than the other side where the neighbor mows on top of it. This is what I love about the stand on. You can get right tight up against stuff and not worry about it. You couldn't quite get that close with a zero turn or tractor. Back up right against the pole. Boom. I'd love to come in this yard and pressure wash the driveway, but the driveway actually could use replacing. Way up here by the garage is pretty well shot. And then there's this pile that bumps way up. Yeah, right there. Boop! I always hate that doing your outside rounds takes about the longest time out of all these. Yeah. So you can tell that looking at the grass there's no decent stripes. And if you actually go back in some of my past videos, this patio right here to the left, I dug the whole footing for that with the John Deere 1025R, which did an amazing job at that, considering. Right here, right, boop, see that stump on the, or that root on the right hand side we just passed? Yeah, that's up high enough that it went lovely, just sitting there waiting to snap off a spindle. There's a couple roots like that in this yard. I don't really care too much about this side just because this neighbor here kind of trashes it, so like I'm not cutting anything because he cuts away so low that it's kind of pointless for me to even run over this, but just kind of do. They're a lot more nicer than I am when it comes to that stuff. I just took a couple pieces of rebar down the property line, right about blade height. Just saying. Yeah. The swing set here too. I actually brought this swing set over here for him with the John Deere 1025R right down the road. We split it into three parts, and picked it up with the pallet forks and drove it right down the road. It was only about 2 blocks away, and the best part is the way I put it on the tractor where I could actually get a decent grip on it and not be so tipsy. I was pretty much taking up the whole road, so that was kind of cool. Something different, fun. Yeah. So right here you'll get a better view of that root. Yeah, I wouldn't want to hit that thing. I always gotta watch out for it and fall. Not that you lose it in the leaves and smack into that, because I don't want to replace a spindle. Like here too, this is pointless because he comes all the way up to their driveway and turns around their driveway. I watched him do it. That stuff annoys me. I mean, if you want to go, I don't care about a lawnmower path or two, but when you go that far over, or when it's the fact that you start going over a path or two and then it's all of a sudden 4 passes and then 6 passes and the neighbor's all of a sudden mowing about 10 feet of your property, that kind of annoys me. I'm kind of curious too to know some of you guys that are professional lawn care people. Do you guys charge extra to go around swing sets and do swing sets and move trampolines and stuff like that, or do you guys just charge your standard normal rate? Let me know down below in the comments. Kind of curious on that one because I haven't really, but moving the trampoline gets annoying. Yeah. Bloop. Yeah, they had strawberries planted underneath the swing set. That's what that was all underneath there. COVID-19 definitely makes everybody want to plant gardens, put it that way. Yeah. This is what's nice about the stand-on too. I can get boop, right up underneath that slide. I'm also trying to be a little slow and take a little careful because the ground is pretty saturated. I don't want to rip it all up with the stand-on. So I'm trying to take a little bit easier than I probably normally would. I don't really know what that was all about right there. Once again, a little stand on right underneath there with them little curved caps on top of the spindles for the wheels. Make it so nice to just pop right up and over. You don't get caught on the slide at all. Yeah. So that should be pretty much what all my outside rounds here. And so I mean, the whole outside rounds take so long. So that was, oh, we're still going outside here yet. I forgot how I mowed this one. Oh yeah, I went up to this front corner and then came back across diagonally. That's right. Yeah. We'll spin around here now and we're going to line up the spot and make our first diagonal pass. So yeah, that took me 12 minutes to do all the outside rounds and get all that stuff cleaned up. So I picked a tree and I lined up with that tree and shot for that tree. And we're going to swoop around and go back. I do love this, how this lawnmower stripes. Definitely about the nicest striping mower I ever had. I'm waiting for a set of the Ballard Industry Ripper blades. Actually, I ordered 2 sets and I'm going to put 2 sets of them on there with the X blades for fall. And then she should really stripe. And as you can see up here in Wisconsin, we're actually starting to come into fall already. As you see, some of the leaves are starting to fall on the ground already. We got trees that are dropping tons of leaves already. We got trees that are starting to change colors. And yeah. Definitely coming into fall. Don't hit the air conditioner. Don't need to do that stuff. This tree, I'm hoping is going to be gone next year. It's kind of a pain in the butt to go around, just because I can't get all the way up it, so I got to come back and trim it all the time. And you can tell I ripped it up going around it already this year. It's just amazing for these lawns being dry about 2 weeks ago how nice they stripe now. And on top of that too, I haven't striped this direction for at least a month and a half, or I haven't mowed this direction for at least a month and a half. So it's not like some of those striping videos where you see the guys mow one direction and then 1 week and then come back the next week and mow the same direction and be like, oh, look at how nice it stripes. It's no. Okay, we got half lawn done, so we'll shoot down the side here now, back around where I ain't messing up my stripes, and line up and get going again. So I'm going to line up with, right next to my first pass, and go back, down, spin around, and come back up. By kind of starting in the center and going out both ways, it kind of looks a lot more uniformed than if you just start on the side and go one way, but to each your own. So I actually mow up to the trampoline and drag the trampoline over out of my way to mow that last corner. Yeah, I remember seeing this yard too, and them little trees in the backyard. They were only about 2 feet tall. It's amazing how fast trees actually grow up. And trampoline dragging time. And I get backed up, lined up with my next pass already, and then drag the trampoline out of my way. By getting lined up with my next pass, I know exactly how far I gotta drag it when you're standing on the opposite side of the trampoline. And I'll mow this little corner then and head to the front yard. Well, if you guys don't already, you should follow me on Instagram. You can see a lot more up-to-date little clips and little pictures of what's going on. So, while I'm waiting to finish this up here, if you want to find me on Instagram, my page is master.of.everything. It is also linked down below in the description, so go check that out. Yeah. Hopefully you guys like the style of video. Something a little different. Try to talk over it and just kind of explain little things, and yeah, just try something different once. Let me know what you think of it. Just trying to clean up my ends, make the end look nice. Go up to this garden, spin around, and come back the same ways. But man, look at the nice stripes. So let me know down below in the comments how many of you guys are excited for winter or fall. It's getting close. You can see this side I normally stripe one way up, one way back, so today I'd figure I'd kind of mix it up and try to train this grass a little bit different ways. So first pass I made down this way, second pass I made down this way, and then I'm going to make one pass back up because I'm just quite not right enough to cover the whole thing. I let like a 1-inch strip down and make 2 passes, so yeah. So here too you can kind of see the way I've been striping it is either east or west or north and south. This is the first time here in a while that I went on an angle in this yard, so you get to see the real striping ability of this mower. I normally don't stripe this front yard at an angle, just for the fact of the tree roots here in the front yard that you'll see here shortly. There are some pretty nasty roots. So it took me 12 minutes to go around everything and about 7 minutes to mow the backyard. So just kind of a difference, amazing difference how much it takes you to actually trim around everything and get your outside rounds done compared to what it takes to mow a large area. It's also kind of funny too, like this lawn to the left, or to the right is actually sprayed by True Green and fertilized by True Green, compared to this lawn that I fertilize. Just saying to all you people who have True Green. So here you get to see the nasty roots. This is a giant maple tree, and hopefully this tree's gone next year too, from what it sounds like. So I actually can't mow over top of them roots because they're at least 4 inches on the ground, and I'm mowing at, this yard I'm mowing at 2 3/4. So I would definitely hit them. So I just kind of do a half-ass mow around it, and every other week I trim it, and it seems to be working okay. So I'm actually backing up to that root to match up with my stripes from the pass I made coming up. So now seeing I can actually go over top of them. I gotta kind of line up, go down, and around, not to mess up my other stripes. And we're gonna get lined back up. I was kind of fighting, getting caught on the root, but we'll get lined up here. And I actually didn't like that because I kind of got snagged up on that root and couldn't get decent, so I actually make another pass up and spin around and make that same pass again. Looked a lot nicer than what it did when I turned around and looked behind me. So once again, up to the tree, down and around. I can't wait till that tree's gone. It's also right above me right here where I am, there's a giant wasp nest up in the tree, so that's nice. As long as they don't bug me, I don't bug them, but yeah, it's not the best solution, but it works. So here I know I can creep over this section here. Yeah. This is another one of them properties I would love to come and edge, just to make it look a lot nicer. We got the nice stripes, but no nice edging here. The homeowner does have an edger. I just don't know why they didn't edge it yet this year. They got one of the bigger walk behind ones. So we're just about done here, and I'm getting about sick of talking. So yeah, just try to do something a little different here. Hopefully you guys like this video. I'll probably do one more like this and kind of see what everybody thinks of it. Looking over, give them a little bit of information about the yards that I mow, or at least the yards I show mowing a lot. Yeah. So, as always, be sure to comment below. Questions, concerns, answers. If you're ready for winter, ready for fall. If you guys charge extra for moving trampolines. Yeah. So, courtesy thing. Always when you're done, make a pass up and down the sidewalk, blow it off. There really isn't very much on here. It's just kind of my habit is to make a pass. There's the nice stripes for you. Yeah, as you see, I'd love to come and pressure wash this driveway and sidewalk. Same thing here. And we go up here now, throw the eave troughs and gutters down, and on to the next one. But as always, be sure to comment, rate, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, I know like 90% of you guys aren't. And have a beautiful day. Bye.